People who have ever won a lifetime supply of something, how'd that turn out? Guy I grew up with saved an unconscious bloke from a capsized boat. The unconscious guy owned a fish and chip shop. Guy gave him a gold key that was good for free food for life. He ate there on Friday nights for 20 or so years before he moved town. Owner was always happy to see him. Edit, this did occur back in the mid-80s. He pretty well got the same deal as the fairies, Ambos and coppers, free food. I won a lifetime supply of Mars bars when I was 15. I get a box of 30 delivered every month. For the first 6 months it was awesome, never had to buy chocolate, had plenty to share with my friends. After a year it was hard to even give them away as everyone was sick of Mars bars. Now every 3 months or so I deliver 75 or so to my local food bank. I'm currently living in Thailand, I dread to think how many Mars bars I'm going to go home to. Won a year's supply of Apple Jack cereal when I was 10. Literally a pallet of AJ was dropped at my front door. The entire neighborhood ate AJ for months. My cousin won a lifetime supply of rice Irani when she was like 12. As far as I know, she still gets a couple cases sent to her a year of a couple different flavors, she's like 28 now. My mom won a year supply of Skittles in the form of over 1,000 coupons for a free bag. The boner was you could only redeem 5 coupons a time at any one store. I've sat in a Rubbermaid filled with Skittles, made giant balls of compressed Skittles, made it rain Skittles style at my friend's wedding, thrown up hundreds of rainbows. Still love em. Won a year's worth of free chic razors from a kickboxing tournament when I was 16. They lasted my family about 5 years. I had to buy my first razor when I was in college and was shocked at how much they cost. In 1974, my dad was a detective in the Vice Squad. One night they busted a few guys driving a truck that had many kilos of coke hidden amongst a shipment of razors. After the trial, all the guys in his unit got to take home as many as they wanted. I was born 8 years later and neither he nor I have ever bought razors since. If someone sees me shaving they might ask where I got that 1970s razor. So I tell them, the 1970s. My mom and dad bought a water softener about 22 years ago. With it came a lifetime supply of bar soap. The company gave it to them all at once. It was a pallet of bar soap, thousands of bars of soap. They still have a bunch of it. The soap is Lan O'Sheen brand. I won a year's supply of Kraft mac and cheese for trying to win the contest of getting your face on the box. All I wanted to win was that trip to SeaWorld. But all I got was an honorable mention, so mac and cheese for a year will suffice. Edit, yes I've seen Blackfish and the Cove and every other documentary, but I was 7 at the time, give me some goddamn slack. I currently receive what seems to be a lifetime supply of toilet paper. Over 20 years ago, I lived in Southern California, and became fond of a variety of Charmin that was infused with baby oil. So soft and smooth. Shortly thereafter, I moved to Virginia for work. The local stores didn't have my baby oil Charmin, and I was told that it didn't exist. I called Procter & Gamble to find out what was up, and was told that the baby oil version was offered in So.Cal as a test market, and it didn't turn out so well, so it is no longer offered to stores. I was crushed. The company did, however, take my name and address, and I was told that I would receive coupons in the mail for my inquiry and interest in their product. About 3 weeks later, a box arrived from Procter & Gamble that contained 2 separate 4-packs of toilet paper, one marked A, and the other B. The letter that was enclosed stated that since I had such a penchant for toilet paper, I had been selected to test out their new varieties. I was instructed to use the package marked A for a week, and then switch to the package marked B the following week. I was told a phone call would follow. After 2 weeks, I received a call from the company asking about the results of my test. They asked these crazy questions, like, could I name 3 adjectives describing my experience with both types of paper? It was definitely a phone call to remember. At the end of the call, I was told that I would receive coupons and other considerations in the mail for my participation in this test. Ever since then, I have received a free 4-pack of Charmin toilet paper, once a month, every month. This has gone on for over 20 years, and does not look like it will stop. A friend's son won a year's worth of Pop-Tarts. A case would show up automatically every month and he would give them out to all his friends. Not so much one as bribed with Snapple for life. My dad worked in marketing for transportation catering in the 90s and Snapple gave us a truck full of every single one of their product types. They stopped by every 6 months or so to get our feedback and ask if we wanted more. At one point we had a Snapple-only double fridge in our laundry room to chill 3 of each flavor while the rest were in boxes taking up a good part of our garage. My cousin tried to maintain a bottle top collection, but lost count after 5,000. I have no idea if my dad still gets Snapple like that, but his house still has a Snapple-only fridge. It was awesome, bordering magical. I would replace my veins with 90s Snapple if I could. No regrets on that experience. An old co-worker's girlfriend put hand warmers in her bra one day and ended up with second-degree burns. He swore up and down to the company that their product lacked warning labels, that she had third-degree burns, and that he would pursue a court case against them. They sent him a bunch of big boxes of various hand warmers, foot warmers, toe warmers, etc., and then mailed him envelopes stuffed with the warning labels that appeared on each product. He was such a frocking prick, too. I couldn't actually tell you how many he got, but it wasn't cold very often where we lived. McDonald's Monopoly was going on and we won 8 EA Sports games each year for life. We got a call a week or 2 later and were offered a cash option instead. Turned out to be worth around $24,000. Edit. We took the cash after my mom started crying when she heard the woman on the phone say it. Edit 2. My mom also yelled at my dad for buying chicken nuggets before he could explain what was going on. I never got the full story on how they got them, but my grandparents somehow ended up with 24 or so pallets of Tic Tacs of various flavors. To put this in perspective, consider how big those plastic containers Tic Tacs come in are. Now consider how many you could fit in a fully stacked pallet and multiply it several times over. Yeah. It was pretty awesome, until we ran out of orange ones. Won a lifetime supply of toilet paper from a local grocery store. Frocking 1-ply. My ass hurts from reading this. My friend's girlfriend won a year's supply of Red Stripe lager. Since she didn't like it, my friend has received 30 bottles of beer a month. Needless to say, it's been a good year. My friend recently won free alcohol for a week at our local pub. It was literally unlimited drinks each night for 7 nights. I had to drive him to the hospital on the 2nd night. One time my girlfriend's mom won a year's supply of free groceries from Safeway. IRC, they gave her 52 $200 gift cards. They were pretty well off, so she ended up giving most of the cards away to friends, family, and charity. I won a year's worth of French fries playing the Monopoly game at McDonald's years ago. Got 356 coupons for large fries. No McDonald's ever knew what they were. I would always end up getting them after a manager checked it out. 16-year-old me ate a lot of fries. So did my friends. My buddy was given a lifetime supply of hot fries because his sister found some kind of worm in their product a long time ago. Didn't change my life much, but every time I went to his house I knew what we were gonna snack on. It was great. My brother-in-law won the Chipotle Adventurito thing and won free burritos for a year. There are 52 coupons for burritos. He's used some of them, but now he uses them as alternative currency. Homeless man asking for money. Chipotle burrito. Not sure what to do for a casual gift? Chipotle burrito coupon. Want to tip a person without giving money? Here's a burrito. Guess what I got for Christmas? Edit. As much as I appreciate all of the comments about the gifts that I could have gotten, I got Chipotle burritos and watercolor paint. I know it must come as a huge surprise. I was never expecting burritos. Apparently, neither was anyone else. I won a lifetime supply of a particular brand of ice cream in a local naming contest when I was 12, but I didn't get it all at once. It all accounts to a certain amount of tubs in the form of a voucher that I am able to use over and over again, but I'm not sure what that amount is. I don't keep track of it on account of the fact that I'm lactose intolerant and rarely purchase ice cream unless company is coming over or something. I won a year's supply of Mentos as a kid. It was about 50 packs and lasted about a week between my brother and I.